Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching a video called Why the Netherlands is Insanely Well Designed Dutch versus American Date. So let's check it out and comment, like, subscribe, and start.
Videos about the Netherlands' urban design have garnered over 3,098,427,000 views on YouTube and is featured in almost every urban design article. But only a few people have witnessed how different their North American day would be if they lived in the Netherlands. So in this video, we'll see how the same workday is experienced in a typical car-centric North American city versus the livable Netherlands. I was absolutely blown away by this seemingly normal workday. Lived in two different cities. Let's dive in. Let's note here, in North America, I had to get up earlier in order to get to work on time.
Oh yeah.
Not
because
in the Netherlands. So getting in the car here, starting my commute, where we have some traffic, straightforward. In the Netherlands, just getting up, cool. Now, this is where it gets interesting. In the Netherlands, this feels wonderful. In North America, you would think that not leaving your car would feel nice, but it just feels like you're in a terrible lineup.
Well, it depends, I think. Yeah, because you're just getting your coffee in the drive-thru, obviously.
In the Netherlands, they have safe bicycle lanes everywhere. Do you know how rare that is in North America? And do you know what's interesting? Through their parks, they actually have designated bicycle routes.
Oh, in the park?
We don't do this in North America. This is not a car road.
Bicycle moving and
it's a bicycle-only road.
Stuck.
You can see the cars are on a separate road above. You can see they have underpasses to avoid conflicts with cars.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Now onto a road that's shared with cars, but they're forced to go slow because there's traffic coming. So quick fast forward here, you got some traffic in North America.
Yeah, well, what's new?
And more separated bicycle roads in the Netherlands. Are you guys starting to see what I mean here? This is insane. The funny thing is, these are both underground parking garages, but the bicycle parking garage feels way, way better. You don't see this in North America. It's brilliant.
This is crazy, dude. Like the concept of this bike park,
cool
parking spots, crazy.
So grabbing some lunch, back in the car in North America,
obviously,
and back on the bicycle roads in the Netherlands. Okay, so just parking. In North America, this has no sense of place. This could really be any strip mall. Grabbing lunch,
yes,
and back on the road. In the
Netherlands, yeah, he's sitting in the car.
Sense of place. You feel like you're a part of something.
He was in at an actual restaurant with like plates. Okay, end of the day.
Okay, so we're leaving, which means we got to get back on the road.
The parking, it's crazy. The bicycle parking thing. Oh, he went to the gym.
I have time to hit the gym in
time.
North America.
Yeah.
Ooh, traffic. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
The attempt at the same day is really diverging now.
They're both getting X.
Okay, so we have to do a quick errand. In North America, this means getting back in the car. And in the Netherlands, this means a quick walk to the grocery store.
Oh, to get eggs? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the other would just walk. No, the other has to no.
Got a text from a friend asking if I want to go out for dinner and a drink. In North America, this means checking the Uber rates. See that it's surcharging to $46.
Oh my god. And in the Netherlands, how would you go? In your bike?
In the Netherlands, the restaurant is walking distance, and it's an easy decision. Just as a side note, in North America, I'm filling up gas, so I'm ready for the next day. In the Netherlands, I'm out being social. In North America, although I want to be social, I don't want to spend any more time in the car. In the Netherlands, this was a really memorable night. In North America, this was not.
Is that a stroopwafel? This is the United States air conditioning.
The experience of doing my daily activities in two different cities, and how city design plays such a significant role in how I experience the days. The same day lived in the Netherlands resulted in more personal and social time and a healthier lifestyle. But how that's actually enabled, as city planners were interested in that stuff, We want
Yeah.
to make cities like that. You have your perception of navigating and experience in a city, and then you have the reality of designing that city, providing safe and convenient alternatives to the car, creating mixed-use walkable neighborhoods, and creating a sense of place. In Toronto, people spend, on average, 1/8 of their waking life in the car, eating, making phone calls, listening to podcasts. Largely,
Doing
this isn't a
everything, yeah.
choice. It's a direct result of North American city design. As Strong
Yeah.
Towns would say, people see cars as freedom.
beautiful.
There's the freedom to own a car and to travel great distances, but then there's
Yeah.
the freedom to live without a car. Insurance, maintenance, gas, parking, and traffic. Freedom is perspective.
It's true. Okay, so I do like the fact, like what he said at the end, like freedom is all about perspective, which I think is very true, not just when it comes to bikes and in cars, but I think in general. And I think obviously it just depends. I understand like exactly what he means about, it's like when a car, I think usually when you think about a car, you think, yes, I got the freedom to move around everywhere that I want to. I can just wake up and say, hey, I want to go somewhere, and just like grab my car keys and I go. And if I'm feeling like, I don't know, going to the beach, you just like grab your car and then you go. That's freedom, of course. But also I think obviously in the Netherlands it's like, well, yeah, you can do that as well, but without the burden of a car. Because also, what does owning a car means? Well, you also have obviously the maintenance. It costs money. It causes you. It's a source of stress as well. So yes, it is a very freedom. It gives you freedom, but also I think it's a huge responsibility in the sense of, you also need to, like, your car needs to be in proper, in proper condition to actually like use your car. You usually you can get car troubles. So obviously, it sucks, and that's a source of stress for you because you need, no, my car's at the mechanic, it's at the shop, or I don't know, I have to, get gas. That also costs money. So I don't know, like there's a lot of like the things that being a car owner, it's obviously it's freedom, but also it's responsibility, and it's a source of stress as well. So in the Netherlands, I like that, yes, you don't have a car, but it's just, you get the same freedom. It's like you just grab your bike and you just go. Because obviously they have the infrastructure in order for that to work. They have this very pleasant like road bikes where there's no cars. It's just like bikes. Obviously that's incredibly nice. And you don't need to, it's all very like nice. I think bicycling around like that, like in Amsterdam or in the Netherlands in general, I think it's going to be very different from bicycling around other places. But it's because obviously they built it that way, like they had that in mind. But it's like, well, yes, I understand completely like what you mean, but I think also I don't know if even you can compare both of them because they're so different. Like one, it's actually like made for this, while the other is just like, it's definitely not made for this. It's made for cars. Because even if you tried, you would say, oh yeah, I'm gonna try this whole like carless life. I'm gonna start riding my bike more. And it's in a lot of places in North America and the United States, that's simply not a possibility. Like you just can't, because it's like there's no bicycle lanes. What am I gonna do? Just like going in the highway with my bicycle? Like no, that's not possible. And of course, like the distances, like they tend to be very, very long. So it's not, you're usually like very isolated from other places. Like it's not like in the Netherlands where it's like everything is like the city center. I feel like everything's nearby, or you like where you live, even if it's like it's far from maybe your work, you still have places around. Like you have restaurants, you have cafes, you have, I don't know, like places, you have parks, you have things to do like around where you live. In the United States, I don't think that's the case for a big chunk of the United States. It's not really like that. It's like big distances and you're just like isolated because it's just a neighborhood. So even just going to the store, like you just can't go to the store either by bicycle or by walking. That's impossible. No, you really do have to use your car. But again, it's because the city is designed like that. And obviously, like, it sucks. Yes, it's like, it's just the way that a lot of people are used to. But I do understand his point of just being isn't it nicer? It's like, yes, of course it's nicer. You're just like, it's less stress because obviously being in traffic obviously is very stressful, and you have less time to actually enjoy, living your life, like going to the gym, meeting with friends, I don't know, just like doing all other things that are just not, work related. So you just have to isolate yourself more and just like, I'm just gonna grab dinner by myself and I'm just going to, watch TV or read a book or whatever. Like I think in the Netherlands it's probably more social because again, the city really does lend itself to it. So it's like, yes, of course, when you look at it like that, it's kind of sad. It's like, yes, it is sad, but again, it's like, it's just for the design. Like there's not a lot of things that people can do in the United States to actually like improve that. It's because unless they just move, I'm gonna move, that's it. Like there's really not a lot that I can do to improve like that part of my lifestyle. So it just sucks. It's like that made me a little sad. It's like, come on, it's sad because everything looks so perfect in the Netherlands. When it comes to that, obviously I know, yes, not everything is perfect in the Netherlands or whatever, but in this aspect of things, it's like, yes, I can understand what he's saying. It's like, yeah, especially if you compare both of them, like the fact that in commuting, like he spends, I think it was like 2 hours. So it's like, come on, it's insane. So it's just like 1 hour to go and then 1 hour to turn around and return home. And also probably not counting like the time spent, just like grabbing lunch and you actually like eat in your car, which I think is super sad, but I know that's the reality for a lot of people. But I think it's such a sad thing to do, just like grabbing lunch and just eating in your car in like a parking lot. That's super sad to me. But I like what he said about like there's a sense of place, like everything in the Netherlands, everything has, a sense of like you're here and you're a part of this and you're sitting here and maybe you're grabbing coffee and you're actually sitting down in a cafe having coffee and maybe like, I don't know, reading or talking to someone, catching up with a friend, or maybe just like people watching. I think, yes, obviously in the United States, it's probably like, no, you're just grabbing a coffee and you're just like running because I'm late, like I have to go. So it's like a lot of these things are in the Netherlands. I like that it was just like a sense of space, I'm here and I'm part of this and I'm enjoying this moment and I'm doing this. And it's not just like I'm doing a bunch of different things at the same time. But I loved it. It was a lovely video, although again, makes me a little sad for the American counterpart. But because again, it's like not much that people could do about it. But again, very enjoyable. And that was it for today. And I'll see you next time. Bye.